Hello, and welcome to another Pillar Pilot stream. Today, Lanzarote to Funchal, Madeira, and back. I've had a little bit of an issue setting up the stream settings, so would you mind just doing a quick mic check for me, guys? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. If you can't, yeah, just say straight away. I want to know if you guys can hear me, so as quick as you can, just let me know, guys. Thanks very much. Can you hear me? Oh, you're watching? Oh, okay, nice. Nice, well, welcome, guys. Welcome to this 5x5. Fantastic. You can hear me all. Great. See, I had a little bit of a problem recently. It's just sort of not working. It's pretty sad. Yeah, I know. I've been spent the whole morning trying to get the the stuff working. Anyway, welcome along, then. We're in the Flight Factor Airbus A320 today, then. So this is a new aircraft. I purchased it myself for today's flight. And I've been loving it ever since. I think it's one of the most realistic mods, so been really enjoying it. So I thought we'd do a little flight in it. So we are on Vatsim then today. If any of you fancy joining us, come on down to Lanzarote for today's hop. We're going from Lanzarote to Funchal, Madeira. So on the nice little difficult approaches. So that should be good fun. Let's hop into the flight deck then. I haven't done anything yet. So first thing we want to do is get the batteries on, and we'll connect some external power over to this thing. And then turn on seatbelt signs, emergency exit lights, standby compass, bit of dome light, and set the ADIRS to nav. Okay, cool. Right. Campers and everything on. That's all good then. So, we're going to switch to hectopascals for today's flight. Constraints, set that all up. Right, they're coming on. So this is the amazing thing with the Flight Factor. You can open the window firstly. I've been quite enjoying that function. There goes the window. If I slide it back, close. Well, I've been loving the little tablet here because we got the fuel and everything. So on the plan, we can see our flight plan here. So fuel today 5980. If we go to fuel, I can type in all tanks 5980. And we get all the fuel going in. Now we've done that, we can remove the fuel truck. We had 126 passengers on board today's flight, so they're boarding currently. Now what we're looking to do is match our zero fuel weight of 57225 to the zero fuel weight coming on board. It's a little bit high, but that is very close, so that'll be absolutely fine. Set, so we can get rid of the cargo trucks because they've now done their job. Aircraft's been loaded up. We have our charts available for today's flight and where we are in Lanzarote, and then we're all good. Can open the window of an aircraft in the year 2022. Bro, I can flip the table up in the TV tonight. Game 2. Yes, yeah, I'm sure you. I know you probably can. I know you probably can do stuff, but like, it's just cool. Like, I don't know. It's just something about it. Microsoft Flight Simulator and stuff where nothing really sort of goes on. It's pretty cool to be able to do that. So boarding through steps at the rear and a gate at the front on today's flight. I imagine they're probably a little bit cross. If you're a sort of passenger in the rear of the aircraft, you're probably not best pleased. But, that's fine. I'm sure, they don't mind, hopefully. Yeah, so they're still boarding the aircraft. And as they're boarding, we're going to get the APU started. And so that we can get some air conditioning. So you have to have the APU bleed on to be able to... They've got to find a way to charge. Very true, very true. Yeah, we'll get the cargo heating on then. But as I said, until we turn on the APU bleed, we won't get anything else. Now, we better start programming our FMS. So, I got the flight pin up on the left here, and we'll type it in. So, Golf Charlie Romeo is our departure airfield, and then we're going to LPMA. Groovy. Oh, Jones Aviation, you're joining us. The window opens. Pillar pilot. Oh my god, it's cool. It's a pretty cool functionality. I mean, yeah. I'm in this simulator and I'm opening the window. That's 29 Papa Golf is our call sign today. And our alternate is Golf Charlie X-Ray Oscar. Brilliant. We'll do the weights page in a minute because everything's still light. Oh, the line IRS in. Line on ref. There we go. IRS are now aligning, and we go to our flight page and we'll get our departures and everything in. ATC wise, there is nobody online. It's a shame, but that's pretty good. Some of these planes need to take me out to dinner before they can scam me like this. Oh no, really? Some of these planes are really good though. When you start, the detail on this one is sort of just the wing flex and everything, even just taxiing around, I was really noticing that compared to the Tollis, which I like the Tollis, I've been flying it for a long time. But what I'm just amazed about this one is just taxiing down the run, taxiing around, you know, doing whatever. There's just constant sort of wing flex and movement, and there's gentle bits of flexing in the wings as you're just flying along, which having just been on holiday and been on a plane, it's entirely realistic, and I actually really sort of felt that in the older models with the Tollis and everything, that didn't used to happen, and I think it's a really key feature because it makes it feel so much more realistic, you know, when you're flying along. I know, yeah, it sounds probably obvious, but yeah. Oh yeah, and sim update, what is it, 9 now in the Microsoft Flight Sim? I haven't actually flown it since, but I know a couple of people, oh, that's not the waypoint. Heck, I'm pretty sure it is a waypoint. Alright, doesn't think it's the waypoint. Alright, well we'll just have to go to the next one then from there. I don't think that's the not one arrival. Maybe I just think it exists. Arrival 05 on the RNAV 05, let's say. So that's 5 Zulu. I'm on the not 1 Papa arrival. Doesn't exist. Oh, fantastic. When you use a sort of older database, I guess it doesn't work. TVM 900 got installed on Vatsim. Waypoint Bimbo. Oh yeah. Bimbo. Maybe it's the Bimbo arrival then. Yes. I guess so. Let me check out the Bimbo arrival on here. Let's check out this one. Let's check out this. Star. Bimbo. I don't think Bimbo exists anymore. They replaced it all. Basically, I think I'm using an outdated database on the aircraft, and that means we're getting sort of issues in terms of what's left. Right, that's alright. That's alright. Well, if we clear the discontinuity, that'll make a nice little circle. And once the IRS align, we can have a look at that. Okay, cruising at flight level 340 today, so we can set that up in here. 340, and then we need our METAR, which I love about this aircraft. You just go into the METAR tab with a nice bit of mod here. Golf Charlie Romeo, and we've got QNH 1020. Didn't you update your Navigraph? Yeah, no, I did update the Navigraph, but you have to download it specifically for the aircraft in Flight Factor, and I haven't got around to doing that yet, so that's why we're not doing that yet. The heading. Now we've got to put the weights in. Right, so we're going to go to our performance data stage. 0 fuel weight 57.2, and with the cargo weight of 25.3. And we'll just put that in there, 25.3 in top there, and then the fuel on board today, we loaded it on, and that is a 5.9er fuel weight on board. 5.9. That's boarding the weights. It's the same database as the Roland CRJ 200, I get you. Yeah, exactly. You have to sort of download it specifically. You have it auto-selected. That's true, yeah. Yeah, you do it through the FMS manager, don't you? Yeah, I didn't do that, obviously. So, yeah, no, I'll do it for next time though, you're right. You can auto-select it and then I'll just do it for you. That's probably a better way to do it. Right. Sorry, I keep going outside view. It's been a while since we streamed, so I'm getting back into it. Right, Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, right. Looking at the charts then, what we're going to do is have a quick sort of look at our performance data. So we've got 2.4 kilometres of runway on board, or available. So we're going to use a flap 2 / up, and then if we go into our plan, it tells us trim position 0.7 for today's departure. In there. Our flex is the temperature, 23 degrees, so it's going to be a 43 flex temp. And now we set up the VR V2, and then V1 is 5 knots below that. That's going to be 119. You can use a calculator for today, but that is the best way to quickly do it. Don't know if you noticed my message, but if you get the chance, full motion simulator is cool as hell. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed it, did I? You went to my college and got to see play full motion flight simulator. Oh, nice. They Full motion flight sims are, they're properly cool, aren't they? Let's get that APP on, and then we can turn on the fuel pumps. Yeah, full motion flight sims, they're mega. I'm, you know, looking at maybe going to one for an A320 or something. Had them beat by VR. Yeah, exactly. I mean, VR is very good, but what I like about full motion is, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just great, isn't it? It's difficult to say. It's the, you feel so immersed. I know VR is you're there because of course you are in VR, but in the full motion flight sim you don't get sort of problems, I don't think, and stuff like that. It's quite effective in that respect. Right, we've got a couple of aircraft with us here. So we've got Easy 456 further up down there. He's going to Palma de Mallorca too. And we've got Speedbird 59 Hotel Bravo next to us here. So, but we got a couple of people with us. Happy to see you guys. So say hello if this is you. Well, so I'll just quickly explain. We're in an Airbus A320ceo. This is the default version of the aircraft that comes with Flight Factor. If you use the Matavia mod, you can get sharklets on it. So I've spent a while now since I've got it sort of trying to modify it so that you can have sharklets. And you can eventually have a Neo and IAE version. So I really recommend that. I've got the Matavia external lights and cockpit mod to make everything look a bit more realistic inside the flight deck and everything. But it's really impressive. You do some traffic patterns, nice. Zoda, hello. Greetings from overhead Greenland. Ah, lovely. What kind of flight are you doing? Flight school, so it's simming the actual aircraft they use. Ah, yeah. A couple of traffic patterns in a Cessna 172 and Beechcraft Duchess. Ah, nice. You can just go use it. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Being able to just go use something is something like that, of that sort of scale and everything, is amazing. Right, we'll disconnect from external power then, so I can get rid of that annoying loud truck that's got the ground power unit on. And just before we go any further, I'm going to do a quick mic check, so stand by with me guys, back in a second. So I can get rid of that annoying loud truck that's got the ground power. Great, actually sounds pretty good. Okay, cool. So I don't know what it is about the A320, but I really like it. Catalier Air 747-400. KWR, very nice. To Warsaw, of course. Nice. Technically, it's part of my classes. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Right, we'll get the stairs off at the back, as hopefully the sort of stairs can go. We'll leave the gate connected, as I can't actually disconnect it. But we'll pretend we're leaving it connected, you know. And what I'm going to do is pre-plan our pushback. Because there's these two guys here, I don't want to get in the way of him pushing, so what we'll do is we'll push so that we go down there, and then go out that way. I'll pre-plan the pushback. I had it going that way, but if he's there, I don't want to block him in. So what we'll do is make it so our pushback goes like this. There. Go back a little bit to there. Stop there.
Ground to cockpit. Cannon knowledge. Coming through the menu when you are ready.
Sounds mega. Right, we'll get on the beacon light and everything. We'll call up the old pushback truck.
Ground to cockpit. Tower is driving up.
Because we're pretty much ready to go. We just got to set our squawk 2000 then, as we got no ATC. 2000 on. They run FSX. That was some stuff. Ah, yeah. At Air Cadets, the place I go for doing flight sim stuff. They have the ones we have run FSX, and actually, yeah, it seems that most people use FSX for these kind of ones. The chocks are still in place. Got to remove them. We don't want the ground crew getting hit as the tug comes up. Get the chocks off. Yeah, and most people use FSX. I think it's because most simulators now, including Xplane 11, are based off the idea you have a virtual cockpit, which of course they're not for full motion stuff. So I think that's probably why. I see the wing views looking lovely. We've got a nice British Airways aircraft. Oh, that's the BA, and then that's the EasyJet down there.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
No, in P3D. I suppose you could use P3D, couldn't you? Actually, I hadn't considered that. Yeah, no, P3D actually, that's a good one. Problem is, P3D is expensive, isn't it? I've never really looked into P3D just because I've sort of dismissed it in favour of these kind of ones. As for my kind of flight simming, I like to do the virtual cockpit sort of planes. Did used to do Xplane 11. Sorry, did used to do FSX in 2004, but now I sort of do this instead. So. Yeah, I suppose so. Xplane does support full motion. Ah, okay, yeah. I've not, as I say, I've not really looked into that. I just sort of have always assumed they didn't use Xplane, but I suppose you can, can't you? Is there like a sort of way of doing it? I guess
Now
you go view.
connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
Forward with no display, yeah. Forward with no display. Oh, that's what they use for a full motion, wouldn't they? Something like looking like that. Whereas we just use it with the thing. P3G is just spicy FSX. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll have to look into P3D then. Yeah, I'll suggest it to the people that are running on. Alright, let's get our pushback going. Oh, before we do so, let's tune Unicom and let them know what we're up to. V-Pilot might be a little bit loud, so let me know. Let me know how loud it is. I haven't checked it in a while. Right, let's check it. A quick test then. And Unicom EZ29 Papa Golf on stand Tango 2 at Lanzarote. We're going IFR to Madeira today. We're pushing back from Tango 2 to face off. EZ29 Papa Golf. Alright, that's good. We'll release our parking brake. Parking brake. There goes the gate.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So yeah, today's stream today, I'm planning, if we can, that's why I'm going fairly quickly, planning to go to Madeira if all goes well, and then we'll come back here. So we'll be on this stand in a bit. I just, chatted the 42 mission simulators these. Wow. You can get a real plane. You can get several Cessna 172s for that much, my goodness me. Yeah, wow. Well, we're pushing back, getting a good view of the other planes now. Oh, he's going back too. I think that's Charles. I'm not sure, I think it is Charles. Say hello if it's you, Charles. Nice to see you again, it's been a while. We're in like the first class section up here, which is interesting because EasyJet don't have first class, but that's fine. And there we go, turning around the corner. This is one thing I've noticed with Flight Factor, the better pushback doesn't seem to always push it back straight, even though you've just watched me plan it, and of course we push straight. But I think about Cessna 152, 172 wants to get yeah. I mean, Cessna 172, it's good fun. You can go around the place. Problem is, I think maintenance cost is quite high. I think that's the one thing I've heard. I really, that's amazing if you're able to do it. Definitely. Right. Ignition start. TCAS on. Ignition start selected. Engine master 1. Highlighted, yeah. Charles, yes, hello. I thought so. Nice to see you. How you doing? Gonna need a heck of a lot of flight hours. The calculator on buying a plane versus renting. Ah, right, yeah. So it's renting. They want to make sure you're gonna keep it safe. See the engines pulling up. This is the most laggy part of the flying the Flight Factor. It's starting the engines. That's fine though. I don't mind. There we go, they're starting.
Android Xbox Spiders, so Bravo on stand 703, going to Madeira on the Samuel 1 Xbox for Madeira 3, 1 Rolly.
Right, we'll disconnect our tape. Okay, right, we've disconnected our tow then. He's going, we've set the parking brake. It's going to be a right hand turn after departure, and then a left once we sort of get nice. No, oh, disconnect, certainly. There we go, engine 1 has started, we'll start engine 2. There goes PTU, pressurised. We're starting in the little corridor here. I like this little sort of area. What we're going to do in the taxi, we're going down to 03 for departure, going down there. So we'll go out and right. Charles, feel free to just go, we'll follow or whatever.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
So he's going to see us next time and have a safe flight. Thank you very much. Off he goes. That does sound pretty cool actually, flying down there and chilling. That would be pretty good fun. Right, there it goes. We can set auto brake to maximum then. Set our trim to up 0.7. Begin our sort of pre-taxi checklist. 0.7, there we go. And flap 2 for departure. Arm the spoilers. Set normal. off, taxi lights on. We don't need to turn off lights because it's not dark today, so that's fine. Turn on our weather radar, set it up a little bit. We'll get a quick scan here, you'll see it go up. And we're going to do a takeoff config check. Takeoff config is normal. Lanzarote traffic, easy 29 Papa Golf, taxiing out, holding point runway 03 Lanzarote traffic via Charlie and Bravo.
If you find out about the passage left or right, actually push back from start to
Release packing. Release park right. Loving the accents, Jones, of course. Right, let's go, go, go. Bit of throttle. Check it rolls. We'll do a quick brake check. Brakes seem to be working very sharply there, but they definitely are working. All right. Let's go. There goes Charles. Let him go, and then we'll follow him out. Is James Aviation pushing? Yeah, I imagine he's about to start pushing. Bit less throttle. It's quite nice flying the A320, having always flown the Airbus A321, the tallest one, of course. With the 320, you no longer have to overshoot taxi line as you make the turn, which sounds small, but it makes a surprising difference. I find it a real nice thing to not have to do. Best part being short, it is, isn't it? Oh, your height is oh, super Pokemon. Nice. Right, yeah, there goes Charles. We'll turn out onto the main taxiway. And we safety demo going on in the back there, I guess. They're doing all the safety stuff. So we are simply taxiing down. I believe Jones Aviation has now been pushed. It's pushing. Oh, I've got to stay on the taxiway here. I found if you leave the throttles at idle, the speed naturally builds itself. Charles, are you flying the flight factor as well then? Oh, we got. I'll give it a little bit of power. On a straight taxiway like this, we could do maximum 30 knots. I tend not to go any above 25, just because it can get quite, when you're in a simulator as well, difficult to hold the centre line, which is not good. Come on, James, get going. Nah, just kidding. We've got to do a turnaround at the other end of the airport anyway. Able to fly pattern like I've done it before. Nice. Sorry about that, family member walked in. That's fine. Alright, Charles, is he gone? Oh, there he goes. He's on, he's moving. Go, go, go. He's rolling. The hour and a half you watched is the only one who lands smoothly. Let's rotate. And he's airborne. Nice work. Nice. Beautiful. Right. So our departure, as I said, is going to be a right-hand turn after departure, following that straight route out. And then flap 1 as quickly as possible, and flap 2 build up 250 knots before making that left-hand turn. North.
Didn't know how to read it.
Slam it into the ground.
Start from Terminal 3 and facing to the northeast.
Or flare early and stall. Ah, that seems to be very fairly common actually. Flaring early and accidentally stalling. And Lanzarote traffic, easy 19 Papa Golf lining up runway 03. That's actually 29 Papa Golf. Alright, bit of power then. Make our way onto the runway. Yeah, so sorry it's been a while since we streamed. As I said, I've been on holiday and stuff, and then couldn't get the stream software working a couple of streams ago, which made it annoying. It would have been nice to have had a little stream then. But that's alright, we've got it up and going now.
03.
Approaching 03 in case you weren't sure. Right, we'll try and do a rolling takeoff. So where's Charles off to? Charles is probably away and gone. Let's see. Well, Charles is airborne, about 5 miles or so. Alright. Tell you what, we'll do a static then, we'll wait for
On
him.
runway
Give him a little bit longer.
03.
Gives James a bit of time to fish as well. Okay, bring it to a quick stop. We'll hold here for a minute. Flying around this airport hundreds of times in FF A320. Yeah, it's a nice one, isn't it? I do like this airport. Right, Charles is definitely clear of us now. Hopefully we won't get into him. Okay. Bike brake off. And we're good to go. Set 50% power. It's going to be a flexed temperature for today. And flex. There we go. Man flex. 6 half forward. Sorry, the notification bell didn't work. I think that was someone subscribing. Thanks so much for whoever that was. I have got the notification. V1 rotates. Gently from the nose. V2.
Traffic.
Positive rate. Gear up. Oh, traffic warning. Oh, that's Jones Aviation. They're getting traffic warning from. Pop the screen out. We can watch him. There he is. See him push back. Rolling it right on departure, following that departure route we were talking about. It wants us to go right, steer clear of these little hills and stuff. I do apologise that the notification bell is making the noises, but it's not showing. I'm sorry about that. It's quite yeah, quite random. I don't really know why. I'll have to see. Thanks very much for saying whoever
First
that
down
was.
the job, I'm the radio operator, taxi runway 03, lanzarote traffic.
Nice. Right, there we go. We're climbing nicely there. Select flat bomb then. Lanzarote traffic, EC29, Pub Golf, airborne passing 2,700, climbing flight level 340. It's just that, see the gentle sort of wing flex just as we're climbing. I thought that was I was really impressed with that on the flight factor. You don't often get that, so it's really cool to see that. There we go. Next flap gone up. Ooh. Bit of stick forward there. I'm just sort of holding it down a bit, and then we'll select the trim up on the front there. Sorry, the slats up. Up go the slats, and 10 degrees on the nose, holding it on the route there, nicely on the middle of the cross of the flight vectors. The stream gets blocky every time you change views. Oh, sorry about that. I'll hold it in the centre view. And there we go. We'll engage the autopilot. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you why it does do that. I'm really sorry. I'm looking to get a new GPU, but my GPU is a GTX 1650, so it's one of the original old ones, and I think it's a little slow. So I am sorry about that. I'll tell you what. I've got to grab my phone quickly. If you stand by with me. Hardware do you use? Yeah. Stand by with me, guys. It'll be 2 seconds.
Altimeter setting.
Sorry about that back. I hadn't actually got my phone, which meant I couldn't see the chat, but that's right. I got it now. Oh, 8,000 feet, right, so standard pressure. And we want to go ahead and disarm the spoilers. And the seatbelt signs we'll be looking at. We'll do that just after we make this turn here. Climbing very quickly here, we must be quite light. There we go, rolling left around the nice turn there. It was Selector Adri, thanks very much for subscribing. Right, get back in the chat then. There you go, hardware to use. Talking about more Yokas Hote. Ah, yeah. I use the TCA Captain pack, so I've got the side stick, the throttles, the spoiler, and flap lever all together. I'll send a photo on the Discord at some point, but that's what I'm using. It's a really great thing, especially if you fly Airbus a lot like I do. It integrates perfectly with most Airbus aircraft in the game, which is fantastic. Wouldn't turn off seatbelt signs to at cruise. Ah, interesting. Interesting you say that. They turn them off at about 10,000 feet or so normally. So 11,000. So landing lights, seatbelt signs. And interesting. Yeah. But yeah, no, they turn them off pretty quickly. Almost as soon as they can, because they want to get the what's-its people around and out. Could be an encoder priority testing. Yeah, it could be actually. I'll try and sort that out. I'll sort that one out. I've just got to stay in the same view then. And that's James, I think, taking off. Sorry, Jones Aviation. Yeah, that's maybe use some delay. Okay, yeah, I will. Right, well, we're airborne and seatbelt signs are off. You can see our top climb there. We can actually go open climb and allow it to just climb rapidly. What I am looking out though, I don't want to. We're not getting too close to them. We're just over 10 miles behind. I know Charles. So, worst case, I'll just get out of the way. And I don't think he's in a 322, so I don't think we'll catch up with him. He's pretty quick. There he is. I took off a little bit too early. Damn it, my eagerness to get going. We won't bump into him. Alright, well, tray table's out then and we can relax. You put the sun you can see I love the functionality of the A320 flight day. Okay, there's a lot more. I see. Oh really? So in America they wait till the cruise, yeah. In the sort of EU ICAO stuff, they as soon as you're a safe altitude deemed by the captain. So if he say going out of I don't know, some airports have a really straight SID. It's just a straight line off the runway. Say if you're flying a straight line, as soon as you're ready, you can turn the seatbelt signs off. So sometimes at like 7,000 feet, if they know they're not going to have any, it's up to the captain. If they know they're not going to have any turbulence or anything, they might turn the seatbelt signs off. If they know there's going to be turbulence, then they of course leave them on. It's sort of down to them. You're just not allowed to like move around. Oh wow, only bathroom. Oh okay, yeah. They like to get people up on their feet in sort of EasyJet area. It's like, come on people, come up for a dance. That's that kind of thing. They really are keen often to get them up and moving about. That's interesting. I'll have to see if we fly to the US at some point. Yeah, I've not heard of that before. Well, thanks for letting me know, Rex. I'm interested in that one. Yeah, V99. I'll have a look at that encoder setting. You're right. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let me just try changing view and see how bad it looks on my Oh yeah, I can see that it does go slightly low, doesn't it? Alright. I know what you mean. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'll see if I can find a way to fix it. Anyway, 190 then, continuing our climb. We've got 15 miles to Charles. He's pulling away from us. Lovely. That's nice. That's good. Climbing up to flight level 340 at a nice gentle rate. That's pretty perfect. Good, and through 200 then 340. We've got the lights off, standard pressure set. It's a pretty short little hop, this one. That's why I think for the stream we'll definitely make our way back. Yeah. Cool. Well, so this flight, yeah, so Funchal Madeira, we should actually probably have a look at the charts for a bit then. Even though we're in the client, there's not much cruise to have a look at it, so we might as well have a quick look. LPMA charts, Funchal Madeira. So, our arrival. Is it the big P? Let's have a quick look at the plan setting and have a look at what we can. Scroll through. Samar to Bimbo. Okay, we hit Bimbo. Then where are we off to? Head north. Oh, here all the big circle stuff. We go to the Funchal waypoint, where we make a big circle round to Abusu. Oh yeah, that's what we do. Funchal, Abusu. Once you hit Abusu, coming back into 05. What we didn't RMP 05, that's the one. From Abusu, come round and back down. Yeah, I think that's fair to say that is what happens. Sorry, I missed the comment. Yeah, it goes across. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what will happen. That seems very realistic. Not realistic, sorry, just seems pretty accurate. Pimlim, and then it wants us to go directly back from Pilim. So I think if I put in after Absu, I put in Pilim there. Pretty sure it's Pilim, wasn't it? Pilim, yes it was. You're on Bavarian for real. Ah, nice. Well, hello. You might head off for work. Okay. have a good fun in the shower. Sorry, in the have good fun at work. Is it flying? That's pretty good if it's flying, but it doesn't have pinning. It's not. Oh, it's not really. All right. Range all set. Yeah. I'm about to move around. Probably get tackled by an FA, please. Yeah. We're doing a share cockpit flight. For me, on a chair in the kitchen. My mate's in the gaming chair. He's learning a lot. Well, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see that he's learning a lot. Nice to know. Good for him. It's important to get more people flying, so that's cool. I wonder why it's blurry as I move around. I do see that. Oh, sorry, mate. I'll try and sort that out. It might be worth stopping the stream for me halfway and then coming back to it. Oh well, we'll have a look. I'm not going to mess around with it because I was almost unable to stream earlier today because it had all sorts of issues. It was not happy with me at all. So, I don't mind. I don't mind for now. That's right. Teaching him. Probably end up flying the Concorde into America. I haven't flown the Concorde in a long time actually. Yeah, take it out for a spin. See if we can still land it. Pretty cool. 270. So the only thing is I'm just going to move the view. Sorry, I know it gets blurry. That's alright. So yeah, looking at that. So yeah, so before we start descending, which is the white arrow on our display, a white arrow bimpo. That's our descent point. Before that we need to have the auto brake selected for landing. The arrival set with the arrival information and METAR, which reminds me if we head over to METAR. Type in LPM. Request that. 124. We then want to head to charts, and I'm going to check out the runway length and everything. So we've got 2,700 meters worth with a backtrack, if possible. It'd be nice not to use the backtrack because we've got people behind us. Often in real life they don't use the backtrack, but it's very windy and difficult to put down. What the wind looking like today. The winds are variable at 8 knots. Variable, that's slightly annoying. Right. Oops. I may have set my video bit rate low, which is why these things moving around, but I can't do that until I stop the stream. Oopsies. Well, we'll sort that out when we land. Alright, 290, then going at 340. It's gentle cruise climb now, just sort of making our way gently up. So, we should program in some information then into our FMS. So, METAR-wise, we go performance and arrival. QNH 1024. QNH. And then temperature is 21. Nice and warm here. With a variable at 8 knots. So we just put in the worst heading it could be, which would be north at 8 knots. Now our decision height then, today we're using the approach Zulu. Our decision height, or MDA for today's, is, let's have a look, straight in landing or standard safe. Which one are we on? We are on RNP. Are we minus 0.2 or 0.1? I believe we're 0.1. So we're class Charlie 520. There are some big aircraft that land at this airport. I think A380? No, A330. Sorry, not A380. I meant A330. No, they don't land here, do they? I don't think they can land here. A321 or 757, sorry, is the biggest aircraft that can land here, I believe. So A320, we're nice and small then. So approach-wise, we've got this turn right up onto the finals. We have landed here before, so hopefully nothing too different. I thought it was very similar. 320. We landed into A321 last time we flew this one, so I'm pretty sure it won't be anything different, but that's fine. Good. Well, fuel usage and everything, that's fine. Frames are holding together, which is quite nice. I wasn't expecting that, so that's pretty cool. We're about to hit our top of climb any second now, 15 miles, so yeah, and so the one thing is our arrival isn't recognised, and that's just, as I was saying earlier, I have an outdated database on the aircraft, and that's entirely my fault. I forgot to update it, so that is why we have an outdated database on there. As soon as we get the other one back in, I'm sure it would fix itself again. So that's the only reason we do that. Apart from that, that's pretty much it with the issues wise, but we're going well. We're heading towards the Pepes. So at the moment we're just heading between the two islands across the sea. We've got Charles ahead of us, looking at Simaware down to my left here on the other screen. Not on the stream. I can see there's lots of aircraft going to Tenerife, and then there's got Jones Aviation behind us, and Charles just ahead of us. Oh, Charles is in an A319 actually. Yeah, cool. Well, there's someone else going to. No, he's going to. Funchal Madeira's not got many people arriving today. Oh no, there's someone, an A321 Neo coming from JFK. Wow, that's that's a long flight over to Madeira. There's quite a lot of people, so us three are going to arrive. We're looking to arrive at around where's my arrival time? Have a quick look. Sorry, I know it'll go blurry from there. It's fine. Pop this one out. There we go. We've reached our cruising altitude. Throttle backs off a little bit. We're looking to arrive at 2:24, so we're looking to arrive in, what, about 35-40 minutes or so. There's a couple of people coming down from the north, from Manchester. EasyJet flights coming down from Manchester. They are going to arrive slightly after us. We've got a bit less distance to go than them. They're going to arrive afterwards for a bit, so that should be alright, but it only means Jones Aviation, I think they might be landing same time as you, so we keep our radios up. We're going to land with 3.4 tons of fuel, which gives us plenty enough. We have enough goes for 2 go-arounds, so attempted to land first time, failed, go around. Attempted to land second time, go around. Gone around twice. At that point we make the decision whether to have a final turn at landing or to our diversion airport. On today's flight, our diversion airport is Golf Charlie X-Ray Oscar. I program in the secondary flight in Tenerife, so we'll just activate that and we divert. The winds are variable at 8 knots, so we will look, because of the nature of Madeira Airport, normally if it's say Luton Airport where we sometimes fly, I'd be tempted to try and land it always first time, but of course this time, just because of the nature of Madeira and the rock and everything, we might go around if it's not stable. So at 500 feet we check it's stable, then with our minimums of slightly lower. What are our minimums? We would say they were 520 actually, so we have to confirm established on the approach before our 500 feet stable check. So that, yeah, it's all at the same area though. That means at 500 feet we need to say confirmed stable. At 500 feet, if I go on the Abbey tab, at 500 feet we will be, if I'm right, I don't think we'll be pointing at the airport as such, so you have to be sure. 502, 300, no, we'll be almost right over the runway threshold at that point, because the runway is actually elevated slightly, so the runway is that because it's had to be built out over off the island to be able to fit. Yeah, the runway is actually 146 feet, so we're down at 390 feet or so actually at this point, and actually at that exact point 390, so 502 is our minimum point. So we'd be looking when we hit there to go, are we stable for the approach? Yes, no. Oh, and I forgot to have a look at the go around procedures there. If it is go around, we'll be looking to fly over the runway, following the runway heading right, and we come back down towards Monac, where at Monac, if I have a look, if that is actually programmed into the flight plan. Is it programmed in? It should be. Holding left. We got, what have we got? 552, 554. Then we go down to 514. This one says 514. I'm not sure where 514 is. 552. Go around this big arc to 526. It's got 554. It's got there. Then it goes to 514. Not sure where that one is. It's got Monac. That's the question. But it's got a hold left, and that hold left will be at Monac. And then from there we just re-establish ourselves and come back in for it, and there we go. So that's alright. We're happy with that. That seems pretty stable. What's wrong with the water? Is there anything wrong with the water? What do you mean? What's wrong with the water? I think there is. We've got a bit of clouds down there and everything. What do you mean, what's wrong with the water? It's blue. Oh, you mean the little grey square thing? That's it loading in the next sort of square of scenery on mine. It seems to do that quite a lot. I'd say I'm looking to get a new GPU, guys. Hopefully after that, all these sort of little niggles and things and problems and things that are a bit odd, that will be flattened out after that. Yeah, so I'm sure after that they'll all be fixed, but that's fine. Yeah, the brown square, sorry, yeah. Yeah, that's, as I say, that's it loading, sort of next bit of scenery loading. As I say, we're not on the cruise for very long here. Our top of descent is 01, so our top of descent is in 11 minutes. You get it all the time? Yeah, I do too, actually. I do too. Sorry, when you said what's wrong with the water, I thought you meant something to do with the reflections, because I have got them a little bit low too. You know, the brown square thing. Yeah, it happens on land sometimes too, but it's mostly on the water. I know what you mean. Yeah, I get it too. I know what you mean. I think it's just sort of a scenery bug thing. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it depends on your stuff. Yeah. So software-wise and hardware stuff, I've got GTX 1650, 24 gigs of RAM. 24. I know. I thought they went up 1632, but 24 obviously you can get, because that's what it seems to think I've got. And then i7. So in terms of my bottlenecks at the moment, we're looking at the graphics card as being the bottleneck. But for future streams, we'll see if we can get rid of that, because it's nice not to. So far though, what do we think of the flight factor? I've been flying it pretty much solidly the last couple of days, and I just seem to really like it. It's a really cool thing to fly. Just because I don't know about you, but for me personally, going on holiday and everything, it's always I've flown in an Airbus A320, so it's really nice to be able to fly the aircraft in the simulator. Because that's what I've flown in, so it's cool. So looking at our arrival, we go in our arrival, because we're using the arrival. We're going to go actually past the runway up to Funchal and back around and back in. My impatient side would almost say, let's just go straight into the runway. But, no, we're going to follow the approach properly, because there's no need to sort of try and cut it off. It's just me. Flight Factor and Tollis rock. Yeah, they certainly do, don't they? Really, I think simulator wise they're great. Flight Factor's got this, I really like the level of detail and the quality in it, but it's just slightly frame heavy. That's its one drawback. That's fine. Oh, cloud reload there. Got a little bit of shimmering in the clouds down there. Oh, that is. I went like that. Oh well. Yeah. Do any of you have the Tollis A319? Is that worth getting? I've got the 321. I think they're very similar, aren't they? Very fun. Blasting along to Bimbo then. Return leg back to Lanzarote then is a lot. Tollis A320. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? It really is. Really great plane. Landing back at Lanzarote then, just quickly, we are going to come back. I plan on returning, so once we land, do a quick spin around with the aircraft, and we'll depart almost straight away, and head on back. Good. So feel free to join us if any of you want to load in at Funchal, Madeira, and fly the return leg back. It takes about... Oh, you're on FF A320 now? Ah, nice. The return leg back in this flight takes about an hour airborne time. It's about an hour and 22. So feel free to come join us. The more the merrier. You're on FF A320? Nice. How's it going? Does it still look as nice as it does? As it normally used to? Haven't flown it in a long time. Engine sounds are so loud. It's too floaty. Ah, yeah. Too floaty. Yeah, I remember that. Just float down the runway a little bit. Well, I mean, I'll be honest, the last couple of landings I've been doing in the Flight Factor, they have been a bit of a slam into the runway. Hopefully it's not too heavy. This was awesome for that. Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully this isn't a bump to the runway. The last landing I did, you prefer Xplane 11? I know you're an Xplane man, aren't you? I'm very partial to Microsoft Flight Sim. I think it's good. Yeah, developers are too. They're really pushing out stuff for it. From a streaming point of view, I prefer streaming in Xplane 11 because it's more reliable. So I know Xplane will boot up and work, whereas I don't often know. with the with Microsoft Flight Sim, if it'll work or not. It's nice to know with Xplane that it'll work, and that's it. That's sort of the little problem with Microsoft Flight Sim. But those visuals are amazing, and the BA146 has just been pushed out by Just Flight, and that looks really cool. That looks really cool. I think if they develop it and remove the bugs, that would be a great place. So I've got it in Xplane 11, and it's really good. And if they make it just as good in Microsoft Flight Sim, well, then you might as well go over. Hey KC, how you doing? That's the debate I'm having myself. I mean, the people say Xplane 11 is much better than any of the MS and Microsoft stuff because of the wind tunnel dynamics that it uses rather than coding. It uses a sort of simulated wind tunnel. But I'm no coder, so I don't really particularly know the details of that stuff. I've heard this is more realistic in terms of flight model, which the amount of float you get in Microsoft Flight Sim, I wouldn't be surprised. Bad landing rate in this place. Yeah, the runway seems to be, in my Xplane scenery especially, but I think in real life too, the runway is slightly angled to the right hand side. It rolls right slightly. Makes it very difficult to judge that if it's not in real life. My simulator certainly is. If you haven't already, guys, hit the like and subscribe. Every donation is really welcome to me. Right, I'm going to hop back into the flight deck. Let's have a look at how it's going. Oh, right. Let's clear up these little views and let's zoom in a bit. It's coming up on our top of descent. So, for landing, it's going to be a medium auto brake, because my intention with using the medium auto brake is that by using that, I can get it to stop. Best case for me, touching down, we touch down around Charlie. It takes a while sometimes with the float and everything, and coming down, making a different approach. We touch down around the bottom left hand side of the square before Charlie. Gotta get past him for 5,000 soon. Yeah, we're almost there. We're moving. Yeah, that'd be nice. So if we use medium auto brake, we'll be able to vacate Bravo. I don't particularly fancy heading all the way down and turning around. And the passengers, I'm sure, after the bumpy approach, or rather the difficult approach, and the knowledge that they are flying into Funchal, wouldn't mind a slightly faster landing stop. So that's fine. I'm sure they won't mind. So yeah, medium auto brake set for landing. Our TCAS needs to be set to all. Now that it gets set to all, yeah. And Charles is begun his descent. We're doing Mach 0.78, not 7.8. Mach 0.78. That's pretty quick for a little aircraft. The 321, I struggle to get it past anything 7.7. So nice to be going that quick. I'm just zooming in the range display here to be able to see. And then what I'm going to do it, because it's got all the program stuff, and I'm going to set 2,000 in our thing. And it's a 3-degree descent, so we'll descend at about 8,000 feet per minute from there. So 2,000 feet per minute can be set on here. And it's going to be a managed descent rate that I'm going to set. 2,000. There's the top of descent marker. Coming into view. Can't tell what's realistic. See how the sort of TCAS, obviously he's following the same route we are. See how the TCAS is sort of slightly jerky and moves around a bit and isn't quite sort of thing. I feel like that's realistic, but then I don't know. In the Tolis, it's not like that. So that's this just sort of yeah, it's a new plane to me. I'm just sort of picking up on these little things. Interested in that. Interested in all this. They're very similar, but very different at the same time. So that's nice to know. Right, gentle swooping turn then. Making the big right hand turn, bimbo up towards the Funchal VOR. we'll then begin our right-hand circle to land procedure. Alright. And there's Bimbo. Now, zooming in further so I can see right where this descent marker is. I tried to click it at about 1 mile or so that we get right on the descent sort of dot when it comes down, descending as the glide path descending now. So 3, 2, 1. Now. And there we go. That's on. Zoom into 80 miles or so. You see descent. You see the range it sets up there. So it sets up ideal speed. On the left hand side it sets up ideal speed here, and this purple point, and then the top it'll let it go to, and the bottom it'll let it go to, before it starts to adjust our rate of descent and everything, to try and change that speed. Good. You see the engines are indicating idle there. Very high idle, so I'm not sure if that is full idle. Definitely not what idle is on the ground. So, I hope that's not idle. Good, down we go. I'll move my sun visor out of the way. So, replays wise, we won't watch the replay of this landing so that we can sort of just keep everything moving, but we will watch the replay of the one landing in Lanzarote. Just accept all hopefully to you guys. There's the contrail. Oh. Click the coding button. Back to the pilot. Good. 30,000. Come down nice and quickly. Right, coming down. Thrust is at idle. We set the METAR. Let's just do another check. Make sure that is the current latest METAR. Just re-request it. 1024. Is that what we had? Yeah, 1024. 21 degrees. The wind is variable 8 knots still. And this is at a time of 1:30. This was an hour and a half ago, so hopefully they're going to redo it, because that was a bit of a while ago. Right, well, heading up to this place then we get to Absu. For our arrival then, you can see that's what we're sort of doing. Instead this time we're not going to pill him, we're going to Abusu. Going around and back down. And Monarch is our holding point. In case of a go around, we'll hold up Monarch. Back and have another go. Right, ATC none, so we'll let the Unicom know we're descending. Unicom EZ29 Papa Golf is descending through flight level 270 for 2000 for the RNP Zulu, runway 05 Madeira, approximately 80 miles out. Good. Going down nicely then. Overhead wise, we leave the seatbelt signs off until we need, until we're at 13,000 feet or so, and then we turn them on, because that's when we start making turns and things. We don't want anyone stood up at that point, so it could be dangerous to their health. Stood up in the aircraft. So let's go. 3.6 tons of fuel in. Engines are idle currently, but they're 50% idle, so still burning through more fuel than normally would. In case we go around, fly runway heading, right hand turn immediately after passing the other opposite end of the threshold runway. You might need to go around if you don't vacate in time. Yeah, we're going to slow up actually. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, don't worry, Charles. You keep going whatever you're doing. Are you going to Abusu like we are with this little weird out and round thing? There, I'll keep an eye on our speed and I'll definitely slow up if we need to stay back. Yeah, you're right. So you do whatever you need to do. Land however you want to, and then we'll make our way around, of course, because aircraft in front has priority, so that's fine. Alright, still coming down. As I said, we're in that window of speed that it's put there. That window of speed it'll start altering the descent profile if we drop below that speed. If we go above it, it'll alter it too. Sorry, I keep opening the coding menu, that's why it suddenly goes black. You're following the approach chart. I thought we were following the approach chart too. Coming in here. Yeah, we're following the approach chart too. Oh, so you're going Pimlim and then left, down, around. Probably not a bad idea actually. Might direct to Busu and go from there, because the Busu is basically our Pimlim. Alright, we'll go direct to there. Let's just check. Yeah, there we go. Going to there. It's not happy with these for some reason. So from Abusu, we make our left 526. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's our approach shot. Then we'll go with that. I know what you mean now. That makes more sense actually. Doing a weird crossover thing. Because in the approach chart, from Pimlim, left, and then right, round. Yeah. Okay. Good. Means we're going to have to descend a little bit more, but that's fine. I'll drop out some spoilers. Slow up. Yeah. Alright, no worries then. We'll keep an eye on you. You just carry on. We'll stay back. Oh, the nose has really dropped down there. Oopsies. It's tempting to descend. I'll tell you what, at Abusu I'll put in a hold. I know, I can't. Are you even able to put in holds here? Yeah, you are, yeah. I got the brakes on. Air brakes are out. We're slowing up the speed here. We're going to set our QNH to the local one of 1024. And those is really pushing down there. I got the spoilers out, so we should be slowing up. There we go. I had a brief moment of panic there when I made the direct to, because suddenly a much less route and less distance to go, and I think it suddenly realised it's going to need to slow up a bit more. Right, bring in the spoilers. Spoilers in. Four, 5, 6. That's using it. Kind of what we're on. Let me just have a look at where that is. Just see where you're going. Arrival. 1 Papa. That guy's looking to arrive at 15. Oh, so he's going not to there. Left and down. We're just going straight there. And then down. So we're taking a shortcut when we want to stay behind him. It's not a good idea. Well, it should be alright. That'll be fine actually. Alright, first officer needs to stir his tray table. We're going below 10,000 feet now, and he also needs to put away his sunlight. We'll get the landing lights on through 10,000, and we'll get the seatbelt signs on now, because we might start slowing up and doing sort of manoeuvres now. It sounds. Keeping our speed down then. We're going to slow down to 250 knots now, because Charles is slowing at 250 as he's going down. below. So if we slope now, we should maintain a slightly larger separation. Drop some spoilers. Spoilers are in again. Nose can pitch down. Although I'm going to keep a little bit of spoiler deployed here. This speed brake, sorry, this speed brake deployed. I'm just varying our spoiler deployment here to hold around 250 whilst allowing us to continue with our descent rate. Deploy a little bit more spoiler here, so that hopefully the nose pitches down. Right, I'll bring the spoiler back in a bit, and bring the spoilers fully in there. Turn on our terrain radar. And there's 10,000 feet. We would turn on the landing system, but we're doing now. That's a bit of too. Seatbelt signs confirmed on. We'll turn on the nose making signs. We'll leave the landing lights on. So 10,000 normally in the flight deck. Now they impose a rule where they say no unnecessary chit chat. So at that point the pilots have to be more concentrated, so they've imposed this idea that they do not say anything. But it's fine for us. Through 10,000 then 250 knots, we can go into the automated speed again because it's now going to hold us below 250 as we're below 10,000 again. I said it's 250 earlier so that we slowed down before we pass through 10,000 because I didn't want to overtake. I'm going to use the heading mode here and I'm just going to bring us out wider slightly so we have a much gentler turn round for the 526 because it seems like quite a tight turn there. So I'll bring us out slightly and round. Towards this 533. Sorry, that guy said it's 13 here. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday because in the UK here we're an hour ahead of Zulu time currently. Still, so I think that's fine. Right, that's that guy coming in. There's that guy. So we have been what appears to be cut up queue here. Stuck here, we got him ahead of us. Make a tight left here. Alright. We're gonna. That guy's gonna have to go around, I think, in the middle because he's gonna be very close to Charles. Alright, that's fine then. Turn left lane 350. Let Charles Solves in. Yeah. An easy 2-9 Papa Golf Funchal traffic making our way in towards pin limit.
Traffic, Chamex, 62 Yankee Hotel is currently 25
Right, we've got slightly. These two are slightly left of us and back round us, so we're going to have to make quite a tight turn round to follow them. If we go a little bit further, this guy's going to be quite close to us, look. That's not so much our problem there. We're going to be close to the guy ahead though. Those two have joined us right as we're trying to make our approach. Well, it's fine, it's always going to be joining quick. Bring it round.
29 Papa Golf, what's your time, Kilo?
Say again for your 29 Papa Golf.
Your estimated time of arrival, Kilo?
Estimating time of arrival of 14:24 Zulu.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Right, turning it left, we're heading now towards a 526 down there. And what we're going to do is actually slow up because he's right behind us. Sorry, he's ahead of us. The guy behind us, we'll let him know we're slowing up if we have to. I said that then, but I'm not sure we might slow up actually. Ah, yeah, working out the queue, isn't it? I'll head to 526. Left turn round, then you can see there, it's built it there for us, round to 526. 2000.
Madeira traffic easy 1957 downwind, runway 05 number 2, Madeira.
Oh, it's going to be, there's a lot of people coming in. J-Aviation, you still there? Right. Better begin our sort of approach stuff then. We've got 20 miles. Sorry, no, managed. Slowing it up then. I would maintain high speed normally, but because we've got this guy right ahead of us, that's why I don't want to. Look, he's there. There's Charles. So we don't want to slow up too much, otherwise we won't be able to make it. Wait, sorry, we would normally, I'd be keeping maintain speed so we don't annoy the guy behind us. But because there's two people in very close proximity to us ahead, I'm going to slow right up. We have to vacate pretty quickly here. And Madeira traffic, easy 29 Papa Golf, slowing up 180 knots downwind, 05 number 3. We're going pretty quick, look.
Madeira traffic channel 62 Angel also reduced to 180 knots. Madeira.
Okay. Full speed brake out, slow up here. Because that guy's now 5 miles ahead. Going very quick, oopsies. I've let us go a little bit too quick here. We'll look for 180 knots slightly earlier than we might actually drop out the speed brakes. Let's drop out the gear if we have to slow up. Keep slowing then. Approach chart wise, I think we need to be 526, 2,000 feet, and then from then on descend at the gradient. Good. 2,800, it's coming down nicely. We'll set flat 2 in a second. Keep the speed backing up. Back up speed, we're going to slow down to our final approach pretty quickly. We'll slow down to 160 and drop the gear and everything. Flap 2 selected. Bringing in spoilers.
5, Derek, Mike Alpha 5.
What's that? Yeah, very good. Boris Johnson on the radio there. And gear selected down, please. Spoilers in. Rolling right round the turn. High engine thrust there, and that's because I had the spoilers down. 10 nautical miles to run. Charles, he's right with you. He's definitely going to have to go around. Let's slow up our final, please.
Yeah, traffic easy 1957, base runway 05, number 2 visual with the preceding traffic Madeira.
Oh, he's going to have a tough go there. He's going to be really close to him. Descend 800 feet per minute. Feet per minute for now, and then we'll slow. Slowing down, flap 3. We've got the gear down. because of
Traffic
this.
62 Yankee Hotel, approaching Mike Alpha 526, we're reducing to 160, correction 154 knots, final approach with.
Yeah, Madeira traffic, easy 29 up Golf, third in the queue, slowing down for final approach speed. Flat full selected. Arms, boys. Cabin is ready. We're looking for 2,000 feet at this point. I think I'm a little bit low. So I'll just separate a bit. Oh, he's right there. I'm hoping he'll have to go around, but this is as slow as I can go. I might have to go around here. Alright, lights on. Flat pole. We're coming in. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. He's right with Charles. I'm going to have to look at if it looks like it's not going to be... Whoa, suddenly, we've got a lot of planes suddenly all piling in. There's a guy behind us. There's him there. Charles is just landing. Right, he's on the deck. Yeah, it's 2 to go then. I have to increase that descent rate slightly in a second. Waypoint. I'm going to take manual control. Okay, manual control.
Traffic, status 590 We're doing a quick sound. Oh, getting the call for landing 05. Madeira traffic.
Okay, increasing descent rate. He's landed whilst Charles is backtracking. Oh my god. Funchal traffic, is there anyone on the runway? Easy 29 Papa Golf, finals to land.
1,000.
2 of us actually.
What?
Yeah, they all short.
Oh, holy moly, there's 2 people on the other. I think this is normally, this would be a go around, wouldn't it? I don't really want to do. Do you know what I mean? It's like, Charles, why is he landing whilst he's on the runway?
1957, clear all runways Madeira.
Understood, Funchal traffic, then easy 29 Papa Golf, finals touching down, runway 05. Okay, increasing our descent rate slightly.
Approaching
Easy 29 Papa Golf, Tenerife 62 Yankee Hotel, we have 5 trap miles to run landing.
Understood, sir. We have approximately 0.2 miles. Okay. Oh, a little bit low. Oh, we're gonna sort of clip the old trees here if we're not careful. Right.
200.
Taking manual throttle.
100.
Slowing up.
50. 40. 30.
Idle throttle.
20. Retard. 10.
It's up a hill.
5.
We're down. Reverse thrusters activated. Nose in the deck a little bit hard there. Medium auto brake slowing. 80 knots. Manual braking confirmed. 60 knots. Reverse thrusters off. I believe it's Bravo we're vacating, yeah. And for Charles traffic, easy 29 Papa Golf vacating
remaining.
Bravo.
Nice work, thanks.
No prob, sir. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, master on. Let's get off this runway, it's madness here. Right, we're clear of the runway. Whoa. A little bit faster there down this hill. Spoilers in, flaps up.
No pressure.
Yeah, famous last words.
Train radar off.
Traffic, it's 500 block on the base 20 hospital, watch cops out exposed, runway 05.
I can see him on TCAS. He's coming in, Jones Variation. Here comes this guy. Oh, I'm off. Starting up the AP, that's pretty much all we have to do now. What are the specs? GTX 1650, 24 gigs of RAM, and an i7. Where do I get that landing add-on? This is a Fly with Lula script landing add-on that tells me the FPS. Oh, I clicked the Bloody. Oops. On my language. I clicked the replay button there. So, sorry about that. Right, there we go, back on. There goes the Chanex. He's in. I clicked the replay button there, that's why I turned suddenly cut. Right, 456, that is, that's who we're looking to partner to. We'll let those two will disconnect, I imagine. They've had a long flight down from Manchester. They will most likely disconnect. They'll be, most likely back. So our partner next to start from this down here, I guess. We'll begin our sort of final stuff. So, we'll turn off the taxi lights, we'll turn on the APU bleed, and we'll swing it into stand. Swinging it right on stand there. Fly with Lulu add-on is free. If you search landing rates in Google, search landing rate, it'll come up with landing rate for Fly with Lula. If you download Fly with Lula and the landing rate,
Great, if not, we can just not mess about and we'll go around, mate.
Just land, mate. Establish dominance.
Set. Get those chops on.
Be clear by the time we touch down. If there's only final about half a mile out.
Should you have a quick look at him landing? Oh, can't see it there. Free camera. Should we have a look if this guy's clear of runway yet? I better shut down the engines actually. Right, let's have a look at what's going on. There's madness here at Funchal. Right, he comes. This is Jones. He's coming in for his landing. Okay, here we go. Nose dropping a bit. Oh, bit of a wing dip. Oh, he's down. Is he down on the runway? He's down. I can see the reverse is out. Oh, he's in. Oh, he's in. No problem. No problem. No problem at all. Very nice, very nice. Many thanks, been bugging me for ages now. No worries, sir. Thank me if you find it.
It's a backtrack when you got good brakes and 2 reverses.
Exactly. Right, well, even though I said...
They came runway 05 with no backtrack.
Let's quickly watch our old replay for that one. And then I'll head back in and we'll go for it. We'll connect with a different call sign to flight plans reasons. Right, come on, go back, go back. Right, let's try to go back. Should watch from here. Let's watch this touchdown, shall we? As I said, there's no engine noises sadly in the replay with flight factor, but that's fine. Watch this beautiful landing rate. Shall we see what it looks like? Oh, what are we talking about? That was lovely. Very nice. I don't normally get that lucky at this airport. Not bad at all. Should we have a quick look from the wing view and then we'll probably continue with the rest of it. That one's worth saving almost. That's lovely. Beautiful. Right. Head back on stand. Connect to Vatsim as easy. What should we connect to as? Easy 22 Mike November. Today's flight. Connected up onto stand. Got the weather radar off. The chocks have been selected on. Passenger wise, we need both stairs, both cargo. We've got a fuel truck over on stand. We've got the seatbelt signs off. APU bleed is on. We won't get a external power truck. They a bit annoying, and I don't think they have them at this little airport. Right. Well, it's probably time to make the return flight then, isn't it? Okay. James, will you be joining us for the return flight? Or are you off? Alright, I'm just making a new flight plan then on here. So we're going from LPMA, Golf Charlie Romeo Romeo. We're in Airbus A320. And it's easy. 22 Mike November. Well, thanks very much for flying along with us, Charles. That's much appreciated. On board today then, returning a flight. Today we had 126 passengers on our way there. Today on the way back now we're going to have 132 passengers on board. And with the cargo weight and freight it's all calculated automatically. Routing then, let's just check out the routing here. Do we like this routing? No, that seems like a bad routing. That seems like a better routing. I'll go with that one. Okay, we'll pin new message into the start as our new routing. Wait for it to generate. If you all want to join us, guys, load into Funchal, Madeira, and go on and fly back with us. We're making our way back to Lanzarote. I'll post the route in the chat in just a second as soon as I get it up. There we go. And now let's get the route into the chat. This is our routing. Goes there. That's the routing. Into the chat. Cool. And the routing's now in, so go ahead and follow that for the routing. If you like this, please give us a like and subscribe. Thanks very much. It's going to be 370 on the way back, so we can set that up in our autopilot. And let's go ahead and get the init back up, because we've got to redo it. L, P, N, N, 2, Golf, Charlie, Romeo, Romeo. That's good. And it's going to be flight level 370, as I said, with a cost index of 12. 12 goes in there. Flight number EZ22, Mike November. Diverting if everything goes wrong to GCLP. I believe that's Tenerife Airport. Departure, runway 05, GOG-C1 Echo departure. Doesn't exist. Ah. Alright, well, I'll insert that. I'll lob on the arrival actually. Although no, tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, I've got to... Oh, right, well, I've got to work this one out then, because we're going from this airport with the non-departure makes things slightly difficult. Deegan 3 November? Where does that take us? Nope, not that one. That one? Takes us south. The left turn. No. No. That one takes us south. It takes us a left turn south. Yes, I am guessing the departures guys here. Because it's not got what I wanted it to have, so we are just guessing the departures here. I'll try that one, take that one. Left turn after departure. So, what's this? It's departure, what is that? Abfun to Fun 01, from Fun Ear Kid, from Ear Kid we're going to go to Ortis. Ortis is the next waypoint. Let's just directly south. Oh look, we got you're both on the same stand over there, guys. And then from Ortis we're going to Gurkha. Gurkha's the top one. From Gurkha we're going to Lars, L-A-R-Y-S, L-A-R-Y-S, Lars, insert that there. And from Lars we're going to Lars to Papa onto 03. It's going to be ILS Zulu into 03. For Lars to Papa, arrival via me. And then we need to go ahead and insert our fuel weighting everything, so we need to actually fuel up the aircraft, so 5.04. We get rid of fuel truck passengers, are a bit scared about the fuel truck, but passengers on board today, what did I say? We had 132, I believe I said. 132 passengers on board. Set passengers on board. There we go. And then performance day trial 0 fuel weight is now 57.7. We need to be cycled to 7.8 cycles. Too much. Need to lose 4. That's better. 5, 7, 8. And that's the weightings in. So, 0 fuel weight, 57.8. And our cargo weight position, 25.5. 25.5, and then the block fuel on board today's flight is 55.1. That's the block fuel on board today. And then a performance for today, we're going to have a flap 2 on departure because I want to get off this runway quickly. It's quite small. The wind can change on departure. We don't want to crosswind or anything. It's going to be toga, flap, straight off, toga departure, 120, 128. That is the reprogramming complete. Now I just got to make sure the routing when we set the non-selected heading up, it should be a left-hand turn round. That's what it appears to be. Oh. Alright. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs as people are getting on. The fuel pumps should have actually gone off there. I forgot to do then. Fuel pumps go off because they've been refueling the aircraft. Downhill here, so we've got the chocks on. Then I'm going to plan our pushback today. Our pushback on this airport takes us back here. We'll go back a bit because those two are there. So our better pushback just wants to be something like that. There. There. Go there.
Ground to cockpit. Cannon knowledge. Coming to the menu when you are ready.
And we'll start pushback, bring him up.
Tow is driving up.
Tow's driving up, here he comes. As he comes over, we turn on the nav lights and beacon lights. And now what we want to do is he can go ahead and connect whilst we're still loading, but we can't be loading the passengers this time. So we can now presume passengers have loaded on board the aircraft. Chocks can be removed, we've got the parking brake set, and as he connects that should be enough to hold it. So here he comes over. What is he? Small little tug today. A major airport in Madeira for a small place like this. That's good. Good, and he's going to go ahead and connect up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Ready to connect, that's fine. Oh, someone's starting their engines. Someone up. Ah, it's Charles. Oh, he's just blocked us in there slightly on the pushback. Alright, well, no worries. We'll wait for him to move, and then we'll go back. It's funny that he's in an oldies jet livery. Right, I've filed our flight plan on Vatsim again, so we should be good to go. Pushback. Tow bar connecting.
Cell connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake.
TCAS on. Oh, hold on. We can't go yet, can we? No, because he's right behind us. We'll have to wait. That's alright. We'll give him a minute.
Bit of traffic, speed 5 Hotel Bravo, Green IFR back to Lanzarote.
Tell you what, guys, and what I'm going to do is just before we begin a pushback, stand by. I'm going to quickly change the streaming software just to make sure it's working properly. So just bear with me. I'm just going to sort of do a quick flip over, increase that bit rate, and see if we can stop that issue working with the little quality. Apart from that, we're just going to hold for Charles to push. So if you stand by with me for a